Let's talk to Tasha Rodriguez with Realty One Group. Tasha, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's good to see you. First of all, Tasha, let's tell people about Realty One Group.
Realty One Group, I'm brand spanking new. So Realty One Group is a wonderful brokerage. I'm a team with Candace Gilbert. She was here once before, and it's just wonderful. The training, the mentorship program, everything is something that I highly recommend with their brokerage.
Yeah, I remember Candace and doing tremendous work up there. But also, one of the things I think it's extra exciting as you are new to the business, and it's not an easy business, but I guess you already know that. So let's tell people your motivation, Tasha, for being in the real estate world.
Well, my motivation primarily is education and just I love people. So I've been in sales, kind of like Corey, for all of my life, right? In corporate sales, and it just made sense to transition to real estate. I should have been in it a long time ago, but I kept pushing it away. And I decided to take the leap. Plus, I've been with estate planning with the law firm for over a year now, and I've been in estate planning as a whole since 2016. So it just goes hand in hand.
Well, I don't know a lot about estate planning, but I'm imagining there's a lot of details and words and language, and when it's written down, it's serious business.
That's right.
So that's probably a great predecessor for being in real estate, to learn the terms and to know that a document says this, that's what it means, right?
Yes, absolutely. Especially people that have land and multiple properties they want to put in trust and just bypass all of the unnecessary taxes and probate. So divorcees, people that's newly married, all of those type of situations I'm well versed in because of my connection with the law firm.
That's pretty good. So as far as when you're out there, are you helping buyers and sellers or just buyers?
I'm helping everybody.
You're helping everybody. Okay, so right now, from a geographic standpoint, where have you been spending most of your time as you're getting started?
Primarily in Montgomery County. I'm currently working with the client in Spring, which is technically Harris, but it's one of those that's right off the cuff. She's trying to figure out whether they want to continue to lease or just put it on the market because, as we know, leasing with a background, you're kind of taking a chance with the tenants, and they had a tenant that was a nightmare. So they're wondering if they want to do it again or just sell the house as a whole. So that's where we're at.
You know, there's some movies out there, one being Pacific Heights, where the tenant is a nightmare. I don't know if you've seen that. It's going way back with Michael Keaton, but he is not the tenant you would want, to say the least. But that makes real estate kind of an adventure, right?
It sure is.
So as far as how are you getting started? Because I think as we've talked about earlier, people see things that inspire them. Sometimes it's TV shows. Maybe it's even this radio show every now and then, as we've been on 573 shows. But that's a possibility. But as far as getting started, what are some of the basics that you're doing to ensure or try to ensure your success?
Let's see. So I like to think that I'm a little bit of a social media guru, if you will. I put myself out there for social media. I do my open house as well as volunteer for other open houses just to get myself out there. Lately, as a matter of fact, July 19th, we had a Rhythm and Real Estate event where we had several different sponsors come out, and I'm telling to talk to people about home ownership and from beginning to end on educating the people what to expect from the minute you get approved or what you need to do to get approved. We had a credit repair person there, financial advisors, all the way until afterwards if you need movers and things of that sort. So that's where we were with that. And then I also have my own little podcast.
Well, let's tell people about that.
Yes. So it's called it's called The Legacy Lounge, Toast on Tuesday. So every last Tuesday of the month, we have a new episode at 7 p.m. Now, we do a little different with me. See, I want you to have a drink in your hand. If you're recovering, then you can have apple juice. But it's something like that where...
Can I have a Sprite?
You can have a Sprite.
Okay.
You can have water. So, but I just have it lighthearted and fun where we have different topics. Last month on July 29th, we had where we were going over the big, beautiful bill and taxes. And a lot of people tuned in for that. It was wonderful. And then this later on in August of this month, we'll be going over back to school and how you can prepare your kids and talk about financial literacy with them so they can be prepared for houses in the future. So it'll be really great. And then the teacher in me, I add games like Kahoot, bingo, different things of that sort to make it interactive. So it's a fun time.
Yeah,
it is.
You know, my name's Bill. And someone this past week, and someone called me Big Beautiful Bill.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes, I love that. I love that. It's kind of fitting, though.
Well, I don't know, but in the meantime, you got to have fun, right, Tasha?
Yes, that's right.
Well, it sounds like you're doing some key things, and of course, being on the radio today, getting the word out as people, far and wide are hearing the show.
That's right,
and that's good. Tasha Rodriguez, Realty One. And one of the things, as you look forward here, and I mean, how far do you plan the open houses? How do you know about them? And what do you do to prepare for an open house?
So I kind of stalk.
Stalking, that's one of the key tools for realtors, right?
Yes. I purge the the Facebook ads or anything social media, and just the hard to see if anybody needs help with because people are on vacation for the summer. So if they're on vacation, I just put myself out there. Hey, if you need a realtor to showcase your open house, and I'm always asking to show the open houses for them just to get myself out there and be the source that they can rely on to promote their properties as well. And then they'll keep me in mind. And then all of the clients usually are very happy because I do all of their marketing for free just to.
And it seems like right now, I mean, I don't know about Montgomery County, but certainly in my neighborhood, as I look around, it seems like there's a lot of open houses. Is this a good time of year for the open house, or is it all year long is good?
It's buyer's market, so we're just doing everything we can to just get the traffic going. And sometimes you'll have traffic, and sometimes you're there and nothing happens, so you just make the best of it.
I think one of the things about open houses, certainly I go to them in my neighborhood and look around, but I would think from the realtor's perspective, they have to be fascinating because you don't know who's going to walk in the door, what their needs are, what their perspectives are. Mm-hmm. And that could be a topic on your podcast.
Yes. So that's really good too. And with the podcast, a lot of times we have it open for the public, like polls. Hey, what do you want us to talk about this time? So
you mean as you're doing the podcast, you're getting feedback?
That's right.
Good idea.
That's right. So it's really involvement. So that's a good idea as well.
Well, you mentioned social media and the things you're doing. You're mentioning some of those things. Now, what are some of the other things you're doing, and how do you, if you were to tell other people some of the things that are successful in social media that they may not be doing, where do you get the most bang for your efforts?
So people like to see what other people are doing in their lives. So something that's very beneficial, where I find that I get the most views on, is something simple, like if you're going out to eat, like a day in the life of a realtor, day in the life of an estate planner.
I like the day in the life.
Yeah, the day in the lives. They love those, and it kind of gives a piece of you and make you more real. So that's something that people like. Even myself, I enjoy those.
A day in the life of Tasha Rodriguez.
That's right. You better know it.
So, well, don't give us the whole day, but just give us a few hours.
Just a little taste.
Let's say when you start out your day, how does the day in the life of your starting point of the day, let's say till about noon, what happens?
It depends. I'm not rolling out of bed in the whole night. You're going to see me glammed up already, right? So I'll be in the car already with the jams on and just kind of cruising through and going to the restaurant. Get the right mindset. So I'm jamming out. I want everybody to know, hey, listen, this is me. I like to have fun. I'm fine. I'm fun. I'm lively. And the different lunches that I have with clients or anything like that, and just paperwork, just the whole what to expect if I'm at an open house, if I have anything going on, or I'm just kind of making the content. So just what to expect, the behind the scenes really of a realtor.
Well, real estate, as a real estate professional, that's all encompassing. But when in your spare time, if you have any, what are some of the things you like to do to unwind?
Sleep.
That's one of my favorite things.
Just really unwind, sleep, just massages, just self-pampering, self-care. Take myself out and just have a very wonderful solo date or something like that.
You know, you got the self-care. Sometimes I think in this hectic world, in all seriousness, self-care needs to be right up there. From exercise to pampering, like you're saying, that's very important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. If you're not good and you don't refill your cup, you're not going to be good for everybody else. So it's good to make sure you're taking care of yourself first and foremost before you can take care of anybody else.
Well, I think you have a promising career ahead of you, Tasha Rodriguez.